Good evening, my dear friends. My name is Sudarshan. Well, till now, we have covered so much of topics, and it's been more than a month we have been doing our YouTube channel. Very proud of it, and everyone wants to know about how to stay focused and without giving up. Actually, this is what the topic. Before all that thing, if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that whenever I post my videos, you can receive it and you will not miss it. Okay? Now, let us get started with our thing. Now, before we get into the topic, why we want to talk on this? Because everybody has different kinds of problems, and as well as everyone needs motivation in their lives, because without having kind of motivation it is possible to achieve the work. By having improper plans or improper time management can lead to a failure of work. So best thing is that make it a proper plan so that work can be done accordingly, output will be received. Okay, now all these things is important before we starting off the topic, so that we can able to analyze why we are doing. And many people come with the question that I'm not able to stay focused throughout the day, and it's feel like I want to give up my work. This is the most biggest problem that occurred in everybody, and the thing that should not be done here is that not to give up on your work under any circumstances. If you give up, it's like you're failing in it. And I will also tell you some of the tips so that you guys can get over the track and follow the tips on what I said. And once you realize it, you can get to use these tips on a regular basis, which means you can get used to it without fail, and it will become a habit for you to follow these tips without fail. And always think I'm a creative person. Every time when I mention this, it is always like I'm creating new things, as well as I'm more interested to be a creative person in YouTube journey. Now, you have understood what the tips and talks about. Let's get into the topic. Let us now discuss how to stay focused without giving up. Well, you can take whatever work you like, whether it is teaching, acting, or singing, etc. Which means to say that whatever you like in performing it, there are two things that you should implement in your mind. It's dedication, another one is hard work. Because these two important topics, as well as these subheadings, helps you to make the plan in a proper way so that things goes correctly. And now make sure that you are in a right place to learn things, and also think that it is the time for me to learn new things today. And by seeing this video or seeing the tips, it feels like that you have learned a new lesson today. Okay guys, it is like going to school and learning new subjects which we have never learned in our life. Always think like that. Now, why I said this dedication hard work is with a small example. Imagine a king of pop, Michael Jackson, has become a world popular king of pop in this planet. Well, his achievement was not made in a day. It is like how Rome was not built in a day. It took so many years to build a structure. or a statue, whatever it may be. It is like the concept Rome was not built in a day. The same thing when you come into Michael Jackson is just like that. He didn't become a king of pop. He has faced so much of struggle, so much of difficulties in his life without taking it personally. So, what he was trying to do is he was constantly working on his passion, like singing, to achieve his dreams. This is what he did. And he was thinking that whatever happens, we should not give up our work. If we give up our work, it's like we are failing in it. So, even if you planned our work, you should see to that not to fail on that plan. Now, I'll tell you one example so that you can understand with this latest situation. For example, in a car engine or a bike engine, if you only produce some amount of input, there will be an output shown in the car. Work done also automatically takes place. When you don't give any kind of input, either work done or heat taken place will be zero. This is the basic concept. So it's a basic statement. And you think yourself that when you stay focused without giving up, what do you guys think? Now I want you give this answer in a comment section so that I can get to know what are the things you guys do when you want to stay focused without giving up. And I'm going to give some of the 4 important tips in your life that should be followed while working on your goal. Number 1, listening to English songs. Well, whenever you are tired or not in the mood to work, you can listen to English songs and relax yourself. As I said, whenever work is given to you, it may feel like you have to work for 24 hours, which is not at all possible. And think that a human can only work up to 5 to 6 hours. This is the reality. Always think like this. And as I said about listening to English songs, it's not really about today's English song as well as in old English songs, because in old English songs there were mafia and nostalgia. There's something like that. That is the difference we see in the old English songs compared to today. So, the best advice for you is that listening to English songs whenever you are mood off. Another thing is eating healthy. This is a very important thing. Eating healthy foods also leads to a positive life, also helps you to stay focused on the track. Which means all the time when you are eating healthy foods like berries and fruits, you feel energetic as well as your health will be boosted up. Now, berries means nothing but blueberries, acai berries, blackberries, strawberries, etc. Now, this is our part. Another thing is meditation. Meditation is an important role in our life that should be followed in day-to-day life without getting disturbed. Because some of the people only who follows meditation has the 99% of any success in life. Without meditation, no things are possible. And whenever you guys are being stuck, please start meditating every each second so that you can understand what is the value of meditation. This is tip number 3. Before proceeding to the last tip, think that what are the tips you guys follow to stay on track without giving up on our work. Giving up is like you're failing every step in your life. Better not to give up under any kind of circumstances, because giving up or putting yourself in a trouble will not be any kind of solution. Learning to face is the biggest solution. You can overcome problems without taking it personally. And as I said about yoga, yoga is the best way to get rid of unwanted thoughts. Well, in the introduction of yoga video, I would have told you about what is the definition of yoga and why it is physically and emotionally is connected, how it gives mental peaceful and how it makes physically active throughout the day. Well, doing yoga also plays an important role to make you stay focused in whatever work you're working towards it. What you should do is, even if you're performing for yoga, make a time allotment for it for 1 or 1.5 hours, whatever the time convenient to you, so that things can make happen correctly. Because doing yoga helps us to release from unwanted stress and as well as anxiety and depressions. Okay, as well as always see some videos of tiny cute kittens to overcome depression, because what I do is that whenever I see videos of teddy kittens, I always love that. It makes me cured from depressions. Now, final one, workout. Doing workout is a great example to stay in focus as well as fit, because doing for workout for more than an hour helps you to stay in track without fail. These are the 4 tips. From now, these 4 tips, we have learned that what are the things that helps us to stay in track, being focused without giving up. Always think that we should be focused. Whatever tough situation comes, we should avoid it and keep moving on it. Taking it personally will never help you to achieve success. It will only lead us to further problem. So let's avoid depressions. Let's start working towards our goal. Okay guys, now I'm coming to the conclusion. From the above 4 tips, you guys would have come to know that how these 4 tips will be useful to you when you are focusing on the work. Now let me summarize before ending the video. This thing, what I do is that listening to English song in both as olden days as well as today's generation, because it makes me more talk in English as well as more be connected towards an English environment atmosphere. So these are as well as eating healthy habits that itself make me focus, as well as doing yoga and workouts, because since during this lockdown I'm finding difficult to do yoga as well as workouts, but still somehow I managed to do it. That's it. This video comes to an end. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Keep on watching.